Well, hello there, and welcome to the Ego James podcast once again for episode 27. We are talking about today crazy side hustles. And you're going to say to me, you already have it all figured out. No, I don't think you got it figured out at all because now I have to go down the list of 20 of them on the penny hoarder. Usually this used to be in my Mozilla pocket, and I used to see it all the time where, with the usual stuff. They put on Uber driver all the time. That's always the top one. And even as a matter of fact, it is number one on this list. Rideshare driver. Now, use your car and your smartphone to chauffeur people around a city. Now, I'm going to have to disagree with this one, even though I just got started on the list. I should have started from 20 to 1, but we're going to start with number 1, and then we'll come back to 20 because I want to go from worst to best. And apparently on this list, rideshare is the best one. The reason why I say rideshare, especially in these times, man, people are a little too crazy. And I would have said, yeah, I would agree with you if it was before the 20s, the sweet teen years of the 2000s, that's when it was truly, it's probably its best. Everybody was excited to do it. You were trying to combat the taxi companies, but now all of a sudden you're like, you realize everybody's a crazy asshole underneath it all. And as much as I can tell you from experience that I've dealt with my fair share of taxi drivers, having driven on the Las Vegas Strip and eaten lunch with a lot of them, because we all used to have the same lunch spot. Even though I wasn't a taxi driver, I was more of a courier. And let me tell you, they're nice people, very nice people, trying to make an honest living and have to report to certain requirements. I don't trust Uber because of all the experiences I've had with an Uber. I've had my range from the guy didn't want to drop me off to the spot, such as like, okay, so you pregame before you go to a club and you do all this other shit. So you drink a little bit. You don't get too sauced because if you're too sauced, you can't talk to the driver. So I'm going downtown. We're going to Gold Spike, matter of fact, and the guy doesn't want to make a right turn. The guy's not letting me guide him to show him the best route. He's going the exact route of the Uber ride. And, it's commendable. But when you tell me to get out, like, for instance, like 2 streets over, and you expect me to, tell you and grant you great service, I mean, what are you doing driving in that area in the first place? If you hate driving downtown, like what? Why do you choose that route? Because it makes more money. I don't know. In that instance, is the whole point of doing something like Uber is to avoid that drama of, it's like, I hate my job, but at least I chose to do this job. I can't stress that enough, how annoying that altercation was. And then I had the other spectrum of that, the really nice lady who I had in California, who is playing the Dodgers game on the radio like it's the 1940s. Listening to a sports game over the radio, I never thought I'd see the day, but somebody was actually doing it. Like she's got these nice Bose speakers. She's driving her Ford Explorer, and we're listening to a baseball game. God bless that lady's heart, but thinking back on it, giving myself a little bit of retrospective. In retrospect, I just found the comedic value of that. She was nice and all, but then again, I remember her not having a sense of humor, or something, a lot of stuff just went over her head. But the lady's trapped in a time capsule at this point. Listening to sports games on the radio. I truly hope the best for that lady. Hope she's still alive. She was quite old. She's driving a bunch of 20 something year olds around like we're going to a prom. That was the funniest shit. We had another one. Oh God. Oh man, I can tell you about this one time. And we had friends who pretty much didn't want to walk anywhere, so they kept ordering Ubers. And you know what? After dealing with this Uber driver who really took some sharp turns. This guy was hitting turns like he's on the autobahn, and he's on this high speed chase, and he's got missiles in his headlights. And honest to God, when you're a little intoxicated and you're on a California trip, so you're bound to just be high. You're bound to be a little bit on the cannabis, and I can't stress enough how stressful that situation was. You're clamping the seat, but you actually just want to close your eyes in that instance. You're like, oh, don't make me dizzy. Oh man, you're getting a little hit in that vertigo. And I think that was one of the trips to where I happened to bump into Big Sean. It was one of those trips. When you're that gone off edibles, was it the edible? I think it was the edibles trip. You're so gone off edibles, and you're bumping into random celebrities who you think are billboards or like, what the hell, those cardboard cutouts, and then the cardboard cutout moves. Really messes with your head later on in the life. I'll tell you that right now. That was trippy. Man, that is a memory that I'm sure I'm going to repeat over and over because of how mind altering that was. Having, you're looking at somebody, you're looking at the billboard, the cardboard cutout, but then the cardboard cutout moves. And see, I sound like I'm crazy in that sense. But I'm not. Because I had a friend who was telling me that. I was like, oh, that's Big Sean. Speaking of which, a lot of those friends I don't hang out with anymore. And I miss those days. But if I was living those days, I wouldn't be right here alone, sitting in this podcast and enjoying the show that I get to give to the people, you, the listener. It's the give and take of life. It's like, what's going on, bro? Is your phone so dry? Nah. My phone is plenty active. It's active with me uploading this iCloud and just honestly going through all this memory because I screen record so many things, and on top of it, I put these together. And I put them in MV4, which is the least amount of memory it takes up, and it's easier to upload these. I try to get them done within the same hour, because then if I don't truly execute it, then I put it off to the next day, and then there you go. We get late shows. Like episode 26 was late because I put it off a little bit. I'm like, let me hold on. And why I held off on it? Because I was doing a little bit of a side hustle. The side hustle being DoorDash, and DoorDash being a little bit of a headache. Like you're on the app and you're pretty much you schedule ahead of time. It's like, oh, I will drive around from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and you're in this little limbo of, it's like, is it going to be busy or is it not going to be busy? And then the times to where it's busy, they have you. Sometimes you get your $13 orders, and then other times you get the $4 orders, and you're like, how come the $4 order over here, this guy who's not going to tip at all, is charging me to go 10 miles? Yeah, it can be a headache. But you know what? It's probably one of the funnest side hustles, I could tell you. And that's at number 2, food delivery driver. I don't know if this counts though. Like in the description, it says driving strangers around isn't for everyone, so try meal delivery instead. Food delivery app services work the same. They all kind of do work the same. Having done Uber Eats though, like their clock is a little bit more faster. Like you better click that phone right away. But I haven't done it in so long. I mean, what I do like about DoorDash is you do more than food. It's kind of cool. So I can just say I'm just back to my courier ways at times. And I like how this says 25 side hustles, but every time I scroll, it's only showing me 6. I swear to God, if this is one of those Websites that purposely, he's like, you got to pay before you come in here, buddy. I'm gonna strangle somebody. I might just be strangling myself, later. Yeah. Let the stress be relieved. I forgot about that, man. I forgot about this. I had a coworker back in the day who used to order Bite Squad. The guy made me hate that type of delivery service because he always ran out to the car, and he always got simple shit too. It was always like a teriyaki bowl or something spaghetti related. It's like, oh, I never make my own lunch. I just get Bite Squad. Like, dude. And then I found out how much he was paying. And then there was like, I'm sure they did a monthly subscription base. I'm gonna look that up if I'm correct or not. But that's the beauty of working in warehouses. You have your spectrum of people. You got the guy who doesn't shower. You got the guy who smells overly good, and that's usually the manager. But it's like, why do you smell so good? You smell too good for being surrounded by like nothing but your coworkers that are just like, what was I? I was like 21 doing that job. Either way, I'm going back onto the Bite Squad. See how much it costs here. They got a live chat. What does this live chat do? They have a customer service live chat. Oh my god, it's like what my cousin does for work. Don't disclose that information. That's you can't do that. I'm gonna do it either way. I'm not gonna say specifics. Who even cares? Who even knows? Bite Squad. I thought this place went under. Personally, after I heard about Uber Eats and DoorDash and half of everything that exists out there, like what's another one? Grubhub. That's the name Grubhub. I've bumped into so many Grubhub people. They love it. They take a lot of pride in it, and especially Grubhub treats you like you're an actual employee. Never tried it myself. Never tried working there. I just might, just to see what's popping, and maybe, just maybe, a flipper of goods. Oh, now it gives me the 21 and 22. Am I here yet? Did I get it? Okay. Jesus Christ, it doesn't just... Okay, boom. Side hustle number 25. This one sounds fun. Sounds ultimate right here. Audio or caption transcriptionist. Quite a mouthful. But let's go with transcription is a side hustle that can be good, low barrier, fit for some people looking to make a little side money. You'll just need lightning fast typing. Yeah, I'm a terrible typer. I can barely fucking talk. Skills and high accuracy. Like this kind of sounds like a person in a courthouse, Have you ever seen the keyboard for a courthouse person? It's like 6 keys, and then they're just stacked on top of each other, and they're supposed to form words. I'm quite impressed by that. But I will look into these side hustles. So we have Allegis Transcription, Transcribe Me, Rev, Net Transcriptions, and Lionbridge. So if you're ever looking for a side hustle, I think that one's pretty cool, especially if you have a high words per minute. T-shirt designer. Oh, man, I really got to look into this. So if you have ideas for catchy slogans or eye-catchy graphics, why not put them on a T-shirt? Print-on-demand services such as merch on Amazon, Printful, and Redbubble allow people to upload their designs and sell products without dealing with the hassles of inventory and shipping. That sounds like Teespring. This might be a little outdated, but Teespring does allow you to kind of create your own store. So I've done a couple of these. If I'm looking at this list correctly, I've done these. And I still do. So you can still catch all the merch on my Teespring store and click into my link tree and then go ahead and get yourself a t-shirt, hoodie, all this other stuff. Here's a shameless plug for you. There you are. Episode 27. I think it's going to be a good one. It's great. Competitive gamer. That's a side hustle. My ass, that's a side hustle. That's... I'm not saying that in the sense of like side hustle. I'm saying like you can make bank off this. Look at this. The TPH earnings potential, $1 to $500 per match online. Competition is $35,000. You remember back in the days when teachers would tell you can't make money off video games? Oh, the biggest lie you were told as a child. Oh, well, then again, they didn't know. You know, they're boomers. The only boomer I know is from Left 4 Dead, you know what I mean? Boomer! Oh, man. What's another one? A jockey. Because you're jocking on the nuts. Just keep sending me texts. I have to put this focus. Oh, see, speaking of which, hey, Joe, we've scheduled you to start in 30 minutes. You know what? I know. And I'm going to have to try a different territory. Because if you're going to have me drive all the way over there to not get shit, let's not waste the money. But I got to go over there anyways. All right. We have number 22, online course creator. If you're an expert of a subject, topic, or skill and want to make some passive side hustle income, consider creating an online program. Massive open online courses, or MOOCs, provided by companies like Udemy and Teachable, how teachers and professionals to instruct their students wanting to sharpen their skills. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. The TPH earnings on those, the potential is based on length of course and enrollment. Need an education for that one. Side hustle, that'd be a good side hustle for a teacher. You know, I heard teachers aren't making great money, but at the same time, they're changing the world. Put some respect on a teacher's name. You know, that's all I'm saying. If you don't, besides the joke, I'm just glad you can't read my shirt today. Leave my shirt alone. It's the too busy boning your wife. Yeah, let's tone down the cussing. Flipper of goods. That's number 21. Flipping goods on the side has probably crossed the mind of all of us at some point. Maybe you've scuffed less than a pair of Doc Martens. Oh, here we go. You know, Doc Martens remind me of hipsters. That's all they do. You know, that's who you're really conning out of money is hipsters. Go to a Goodwill, get some Doc Martens. Would you go thrifting? This looks fucking awesome, bro. Oh, dude. Dig it. Is that how hipsters talk? I don't even think I remember how hipsters talk. I'm just going to hoof it. Oh, man. Can't stand that word. Can't stand that phrase. Something about it. But I'm going to go down to the last sentence, the last couple sentences. We have, whatever the case is, for a great deal, there are plenty of websites that you can make money off your purchase, such as Facebook Marketplace, Poshmark, ThreadUp, Instagram, eBay, and Etsy. My lord. You know, I've heard so much about Etsy, I've never been on the website. Oh, moving on forward. And then the potential earnings on that is based on items sold. No shit. Sorry. I get a little ahead of myself. I get a little angry. You know? I get a little angry that I had like something sudsy. I had an Evian, what was it? Evian Mind Drink. Basically, it's soda water with some flavoring. But it's supposed to increase the mind. Maybe it is, because I feel like I'm a little bit more talkative and I'm warmed up. And I'm a bit more engaging on this podcast. You know. Let me shorten myself up. Oh, I gotta go back up. Hold on. Oh, there we go. For a second there, I lost my balance. Let's see if you can hear my chest pop. Oh, never mind. I can't get it. That's that costochondritis coming right at you. Yes, you know, when people think I'm just making up words, I'm not making up words. I'm not just making up disabilities and disorders, because it's not. It's a perfectly normal thing to have. Costochondritis, especially if you sit down like this and you're kind of slouched and your posture's kind of fucked, you know. You are bound to give yourself this. You know, I'm willing to accept my life decisions that have led me to some stupid shit, you know. You got to. If you don't, you're kind of in denial. And to live in denial, I think, is one of the worst things to do. It shows me that you don't have a sense of self-awareness. Stay away from me. All right, so 19. I get a little bit derailed on my tangents. But number 19, goodness gracious. Not all side hustles are service-related. Consider selling your art, crafts, and home goods online. Thanks to Amazon Handmade, Etsy, eBay, and other e-commerce platforms, you have several ways to get your creations out there. You hear that? Is it slithery enough for you? That's pretty cool. I like the craft seller. You know, you could just put like some. I remember seeing something similar to this on TikTok, and somebody just kept making artsy fartsy weird shit, and just to kind of like, is this a unique item as a painting? You know, I might just do that. I might just go to Hobby Lobby and just paint. You know, most obscure type of painting. Put a little aspect and ratio, and just tweak it a little bit. I think I can do this. Craft seller, based on the items, the potential scale of the business. I think that's got a good market for it, especially if you have good rapport with eBay. As long as you get good rapport with eBay and you're not a con artist. I know some people out there are con artists, and I might be talking to you, I might be not talking to you. And excuse me, I burp in the ear of those who are con artists. So take that. Move it on forward. Oh, there's another cool one. Online English teacher. Oh man, I can imagine how that goes. All right, can you spell paper? No, that's just racist. Are you just culture appropriating? I'm hooked on ebonics. Well, look here, okay, Tyrone. Like, I just feel like there's the spectrum of that. There's got to be that guy who's trying to be. Can we just remain cordial and on point? Can we be punctual when we are in our Zoom meetings? Yeah, Mister, I'm trying to make it to my work, and I'm trying to turn it in. It's like, look here, you know what? I like you. You're a good kid. They pull out their inner Hillary Swank on that. What's the name of that movie? Let me look up the Hillary Swank as a teacher. Hillary Swank. Such an iconic name. Hillary Swank is a teacher. What if she comes back in Cobra Kai? That already came up right now. Damn, I doubt it though. That'd be pretty cool. Teacher movie. Look at that. Hillary Swank teacher movie. Google, as woke as you are and as weird as you can get, you're a good place. Freedom Riders, that's what it is, with Patrick Dempsey. I love Patrick Dempsey. He was just so hot on Grey's Anatomy. That's all I hear. Every time I hear that guy's name, I'm like, you know what? Put some respect on Patrick Dempsey's name, all right? He was in Scream 3, all right? One of the worst Scream movies, but I personally like it. It's a guilty pleasure. Moving on forward. All right. Man. Hillary Swank wouldn't take kindly to these words that I'm throwing out there. These stereotypes that I embrace. I embrace stereotypes. You have to embrace your stereotype. You know what I mean? If you don't know about chuntareros, you don't know about I even sound like I sound like a white guy when I'm trying to say my Spanish words. It's like, you never learned Spanish? You didn't know your shit? Like, I'm sorry. Sometimes, I stumble over the words. But when I'm trying to, honestly imitate it and impersonate, I feel like I got it on point with that. With the whole, what did I say? Like, punto cinco com. When I'm trying to actually do the accent. It's like, nunca preguntas. What is this? Never questions. Oh, damn. Lou Dog. Actually, Lou Dog just commented right here. He wants to be on the podcast. He's missing the bullshitting. I agree, It's nice to one day get the guests back on here because now we're visual and we're having a good time. And I figured out that I might put this on YouTube Live, when we're doing it more direct and, you get to comment in, you get to touch it and feel good. Fucking interrupted my thought. English teacher online, That's why I think I'd be a bad teacher. Like, I feel like kids will be able to, distract me. Because I used to do that to my teachers, too. It's like, can you go elaborate more onto the history of this? Oh, of course. Let me just... Like, I had a cool teacher. His name was Mr. Porter, and he would just go on tangents about, Black History Month. Even though we're, talking about science. Like, all you have to do is just what about George Washington Carver? Like, oh, shit, Mahatma Gandhi. I'm like, oh, shit, here we go. Guy's killing the whole day. I got good grades in his class. I don't know what it was. I think with male teachers, I was always getting good grades. Female teachers, on the other hand, I always got bad grades. Don't know why. Don't know. No. I had an English teacher. She ended up getting pregnant or, hurting herself some way. And I had, A's and B's for everything, and then she gets hurt and injured, and then I'm going to say the big C word, the biggest cunt I could have met in my life, takes over as a substitute and pretty much the whole course of the next trimesters and semesters. And there we go. It plummets down to the ground. Don't know what happened to those grades. Yeah. You gotta be a little bit more invested. Yeah. 10 years. I guess too late on that. What's going on here? Oh, online tutor. It's basically the same shit. At 17 and 18, they could have put together. But I think online tutor goes into a little bit more of you can do different classes. Like it says, common tutoring includes core K through 12, math, English, and science, reading, and social studies, as well as SAT, ACT prep, and college level courses. It's a little different. Actually, it's really different, Not gonna knock whoever made this list. I just feel like you did a little bit of filler. All right, if you're riding a podcast, I think you'd be perfect for it. You know how to make filler. Not to say this isn't filler. This isn't filler. This is very educational. Letting everyone know that. I got this. There's just that one long nose hair that really just pisses me off. Like I gotta find it, pull that sucker out, right on camera, right for you. All right. Let me clear my throat off to the side. I get self-conscious of my side view. No, not really. I get conscious of more of my posture than I feel like I'm slumped over. And, I feel like that's a good side hustle. Maybe being a physical therapist. Maybe a con artist physical therapist. Just leave the con artist alone. But number 16, here we are. The penny hoarder, what's popping off is wedding officiant. So as a wedding officiant, sometimes called marriage officiant, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. Officiant. You get paid to celebrate with people who are experiencing one of the most memorable events of their lives. What's more, you'll have... Is that how it's... I thought it used to be once more. But now it's what's more. Mandela effect, maybe? All right, you'll have an active role in helping people tie the knot, leading to their ceremony, and eliciting their vows and their I do's. Many officiants find side work highly rewarding. This is a true side hustle that has little chance to creep into your day-to-day schedule, as there are limited amounts of weddings and Saturdays. Then is it a side hustle? I feel like this is just somebody who has a lot of friends and they just got married somewhere and they just happen to be in the mix of it. It's like, hey, pay me to do some of the shit you don't like to do. That's more just freelance work. I don't know. I guess they found a title for it now. The friend who picks out flowers. Look, this is what you're going to get. You're going to find yourself getting a tulip here. It's going to be the purple. Get some, let me see. Let me name the best flowers. All right. Google, you are like a freaking cyborg to me. Name of flowers. There we go. Name of the flowers. There we go. All right, so you're going to get a tulip, a daffodil, a poppy, a little sunflower, bluebell, or rose. Okay, then it's going to accent all the purple colors around the center. And then put this one right here. And then we're going to put a little groomsman right here and plop them in the middle on each table. Okay, make sure that all the chairs have a lavender sheer around them. Put this one over there. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, it's really going to mess with the feng shui of the whole place. We want everybody to move forward. When the ceremony is happening, okay, it's going to be happening so fast, you're not going to care about what anybody's seeing, okay? Just make sure the shears are lavender, and then we tie a knot around the chairs, and then boom. That's what it is. That's what you are. Don't fucking lie to me. Hillary Swank-looking broads. That's what I imagine. I imagine Hillary Swank-looking ladies, coming to their friends' weddings. Well, what did you get? Where are the daffodils? The day of the wedding's going to complete shambles. If there was just one thing that could have went wrong with this day, I don't even care that he didn't even show up. Okay, I just care that the daffodils are on top of the tables. Okay. Yeah. There you go. That's that side hustle for me. No, I'm good. I'm done. Moving forward, we got a notary public. A notary public is actually a formal government designation. Excuse me, what the hell? How is this a side hustle? I got to see this. A notary, you can make money by side signaling legal. Oh, on the side, signing legal documents such as wills of power, attorney forms, even school-related sports forms. You'll need to be 18 years old to complete the appropriate application for your state. Oh my God, this sounds like pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God. Only about a dozen states require some form of training or exam. We highly recommend finding a specialization to increase your earnings. Eliminate the competition from banks and UPS branches that offer notary services. Oh, okay. I get it. That makes a whole lot of sense. Wow. Didn't realize that's a side hustle. Man, this is the stuff that reminds me. Like, you can make money doing some of the stupidest shit. But this is important, you know? It may be stupid, but it's important. The fact that somebody found a side hustle, they make a whole living. Like, there's probably somebody who lives in the suburbs who just does this, you know? This is their lifestyle. This isn't just a side hustle. They're like, oh, you know what do I do? I sign documents. What else do you do? I sign more documents. Has to go read them. Has the most pretentious glasses ever. Has to do this. Now that I have what do we have here? Yeah, give me a second, real quick. I have to read this notary. All right, give me 1 second right here. All right, death awaits. La muerta desespera. Okay, become Agent 47. All right, nice. Suit up for a spy thriller adventure where all your deadly abilities are put to the test. Nice. Okay. Sure. Nice. There you go. I just made $200. Boom. Man, number 15 sounds lit. Beyond that, oh shit, number 14 sounds even better. No, this actually sounds like a headache. Number 14 is Airbnb Experiences Host. All right, let's see how this one pops out. Airbnb is well known for its on-demand renting services. In 2016, the company launched Experiences, a standalone service that allows locals to list interesting activities or groups or usual tourists to take part in. Experiences offer a great side hustle option for a charismatic or interesting locals. This actually sounds fun. This is a good job right here. Excuse me, it's not a job, it's a side hustle. Okay, my bad. All right, let's go. The last little the latter part of this whole summary. You can attach an experience to your existing Airbnb rental account, or you can create a new account just to host an activity. You can charge whatever you want. Airbnb takes a 20%. This is what? Oh, damn. This right here. I'm not gonna lie. This won me. I would do this. That is a fun experience. You're going to have to deal with the one guy who wants to be a smartass all the time. Oh, man. That should be number one. That shit looks fun. They even have somebody on a canoe. I'm canoeing. Yeah. Fuck off, mate. What? Oh, my God. Number 14. No, number 13 is the same shit. Here we go. Airbnb host. But this is not the fun part. That's just like, oh, take a room. Like, you can do this in real life. You can just do this without the app, you know? It's always old people in the Midwest. I have myself a bed and breakfast. You can find yourself to get up in the sheets, and we have an alarm clock. We make sure we make continental breakfast. On top of making, we make Earl Grey teas. We make the coffee, and make sure you're on your way. Okay, we just ask that you make your bed. Okay, right after. That seems awesome. Nah. Babysitter, no. 12 is garbage. You don't want to be pet sitter, even worse. No, those are the ones that's a lot of accountability you got to hold on to. And the dogs seem low management, but I doubt it. You got a shithead dog, you got a shithead kid. Number 12 and number 11 should be at number 26 and number 27, all right? Let's get your ass back. Social media, this is number 10. Social media and search engine rater. Oh, this is the people who control the algorithms. I see. The side hustles. You're surfing the web anyway, Hal. Why you should be making? Oh, sorry. You should be making money doing it. Several companies are willing to shell out the cash to get your opinions. Oh, the fact checkers. No, the advertisements, the content. Oh man, this is 10 to $19 an hour. I'm not gonna discredit this. I'm just I got a little bit of a bias, and it kind of irritates me that this is a side hustle. But I'll explain it right here. let me contain my emotions. Right here. Okay. All you have to do is scroll through search results or social media feeds for a few hours per week, sometimes on your phone, sometimes on your computer. These are popular micro jobs, if you got a micro size. All right, that are typically available at Lionbridge and Sutherland Global and Skies. You know what? This is probably the best episode of the podcast because I'm telling you how to make money here. This is how you make your money. And then I think, here we go. We got number 9 right here, a freelance social media manager. That one seems pretty self-explanatory. You can offer a business a mix of help, branding, and customer service. The price is way more appealing than an agency. That's cool. We also have number 8, which is a virtual assistant. This one, you can look up gigs on Upwork, Fiverr, and VA specific job boards. Pretty cool. Nothing too exciting. Graphic designer. That's what everybody says they are. I'm a graphic designer. What do you do? I do Photoshop on the side. These are the fucking people who tell you that YouTube is a dead outlet, like because they're not getting big off YouTube. You're a clown. You know what? I don't like talking to you. If you're into YouTube's dead, bro. I fucking hate TikTok. Blah, 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 blah. Whiny crybaby bitch. Get out of here. I hate this. This has been ruined. Even though there are good graphic designers out there, the fucking field has been ruined like being a rapper, okay? You tell anybody you're a rapper, what's your SoundCloud, bro? My SoundCloud is my foot in your ass. Shut the fuck up. All right? Oh man. I'll tell you what, when you tell anybody that, it's like, I don't know, it irritates me. Even though my podcast is platformed off of SoundCloud, I use SoundCloud to put it everywhere else. SoundCloud is a stepping stone. I'm sorry if I offend you, if I offend SoundCloud. I appreciate the platform, but it's the people who say, well, SoundCloud, bro. It fucking irritates me to no end. Maybe I grew up in the era of that shit, Grew up in that era, and it pisses me off. I'd rather you ask me what my Bandcamp is, even though I don't have a Bandcamp. I think it's just from the repetitive nature of hearing a lot of this shit, so I'll contain the emotions, but I can't promise it. I just can't. So let's move on to number 6. Number 6 is pretty cool. We have a freelance writer. That's 30 cents to 2 minutes per word. Oh, you're just writing shit for other people. That's pretty cool. Number 5, general freelancer. This just means you just find a way to make money. I dig it. Number 5 is pretty lazy. Not lazy as a person. Actually, a person who can freelance successfully is probably one of that's the biggest part of being an entrepreneur is, being the freelancer, just finding ways to make money and just using your body and your knowledge as a service. It's very commendable. I highly recommend. But this is what they describe it as. Makeup tutorials and personal training are popular gigs. Oh, all right. Now that just made me not like it, but either way, it's a commendable job. It's commendable. It's just it gets a bad rap. All it takes is for one jerk off to give it a bad rap. One schemy, slimy person. And then number 4 is package delivery driver. Basically, you work at Amazon. Grocery delivery driver, basically in the same shit as DoorDash or Uber Eats. Number 2, I feel like if you want to talk about filler, is the top 5 of this list. The penny hoarder, that is my source right there. If you want to look up exactly what I just read right now, you go to pennyhoarder.com/best side hustles, because this is what this whole episode was about, and I just wanted to talk about it. So I'm glad you were here to enjoy the whole podcast. If you made it this far, you know what to do. You email me at egojamespodcast@gmail.com. There you go. Stories and suggestions. Or just DM me at egojames_NTP. We call it a day. Later. See ya. I'm done. It's just top 5. Horse shit. I'm done. Oh, can't end it off with that noise. Got to end it off with a little stronger.